last year, Johnston got the updated version of Everyday Math. And so we had they had previously called them RSAs, where they were like just a daily student assessment to see if they had mastered that learning. We did not, with my team here at Lawson, we didn't like to give it the day of learning. We liked them to have a couple days to process it and take it in and use it to really decide if they had mastered that skill. So that's why we went to giving it on Fridays. But when the updated version came out, it was not as seamless, we found, online. We didn't really like the online version of what it wanted. It wanted them doing a little bit of online assessment, and Johnston did not have all those pieces in place, so we kind of made our own packet. And then just on that Friday, and as part of their playlist, or I think even there were weeks where we didn't always do a lesson on the Friday, and it really was just you work on these assessment pieces from over the course of the week. And that was a big piece of it. But then I could look back on their math journal and I could think about, okay, you were in the I Got It group every day last week, but you can't demonstrate this skill, because that was a huge piece to talk to the kids too, that don't just be in the I Got It group because your friends are. You know, this is about you and your learning, and really getting them to understand that they have a role in it, that if they don't want to be a part of it, they're not going to learn anything, and that they have to choose this, and they have to be an active participant in their learning. Because I gave them on the Fridays, I would touch base with them probably at least once, if not twice, during the next week on specifically those assessment packets. I would call them back up and say, okay, here's what this was looking at. You know, this is where you needed to go. But if they were up with me in small group, usually I was on it right then, because at most I would have 10 kids up at that table with me usually. So I could tackle a lot of it right then. It was just more for those kids who were usually in the I Got It group pretty consistently. If there was something I needed to clarify with them, I would pull them up then, or I would pull them up during our intervention time later in the day, because it wasn't something usually that needed a huge amount of reteaching. It was just kind of clarifying their thinking or pushing them in a different direction. So it was just being really flexible with the time in my day in general.